that? Ah, yes. Music. Okay, I'm gonna leave it until it's just not good anymore, because there were all these tracks and not the best. Yes, there is. Okay, there we go. That's not what I want. Yeah. Not that the songs are bad, they're just not good for Morrowind. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna open up YouTube and add whatever Elder Scrolls soundtrack playlist we have, and that will work just fine. Considering we are playing the Elder Scrolls, that should work. Here we go. I don't want it to be too loud. Do let me know, you know, every time I muck around with the sound settings, like I can't hear what you hear. So we'll see. I can't believe Morrowind. No, I do not. Is it? It's not. That's exactly the thing. It is not the original soundtrack. That's precisely why it doesn't fit in the game. Okay, that should be fine. I mean, this first tune. Why are you using such a mod? Very good question. I was curious. Like, I absolutely adore the soundtrack of Morrowind. However, when you play a lot, and that's basically, like, I play the game 9 to 10 hours a week while streaming, and curiosity kills the kappa, the cat. But yeah, like, I absolutely love it, but after 10 hours in a week, it's like I found using Muse plus the TR be really fitting. That's exactly what I have on my regular install. I use Muse, but I customize it like for the TR for Tamriel Rebuild. I use the TR OST. That's Ritalia's music, if I'm not mistaken. Brilliant. But for the mainland, what I have is, instead of having music for each region, I have some ambience like birds and screeches and that sort of things. And so when I installed Rebirth, I was like, okay, let's go for something different. And first I installed better music, but there's a number of tracks that I don't really like every time I would go into a shop, I would have that sort of elsewhere music, which is nice. I liked it when I went to Ravir's, but then when I realized that every single shop had that same song, it was not fitting at all. And then at the same time, there was this medieval music mod, and so I downloaded it and I listened to a track, and it was instrumental and it was fine. And then when we played, I realized that a lot of them actually had some voice in it, and that just doesn't work in my game. So yeah. And then some of the songs I recognized as well, and that was a bit disturbing. Like, not disturbing like ooh, but distracting. That's the word I wanted. So that's why I turned down the music, and for this particular playthrough, I just put a YouTube playlist of the Elder Scrolls music. The whole story, you have it. How's it going, Nihilistic Poet? How are you doing with your game these days? Like, I know you've been modding very intensively to get the perfect mod list. How is that going? And the Miners Guild, yes. Easy, it was you, Easy, right? When you go to Saint Olms and or Saint Deline, you have the Artisans Guild. Farmers, miners, glass workers, also pottery. In the game, they honestly don't do much. They're just there. They're just there. They exist. I don't know that they're related to any vanilla quest, at least nothing major, and nothing main quest related. But with with the slaves mod, we do need to do something. Streets of Vivek still utterly empty with Rebirth. Oh, there is an excellent mod for that. If you want your Vivek to be gorgeous and like to be able just by looking at a canton to tell, oh, I know this is the Redoran canton, you want to install Dramatic Vivek. Dramatic Vivek is absolutely gorgeous. It adds you know, planters, banners, road signs to Vivek, so each canton is recognizable without you checking out your map. So that is really good. Problem for me, it's just a little too intensive on the FPS for me. Like, goes down. So Cat, hello. The other one that I like that is quite new is let me check the name. It's not No Frill Vivek, but it's the same author. Let me find that. But Dramatic Vivek, if your computer can handle it, you won't be disappointed. Rethinking Vivek, that's the one. Atreus. And that's the one I've selected for my permadeath install. I quite like it. I can hang on, I can show you. There. It doesn't change too much. It does add a dock to probably St. Olms or St. Deline. I think this here is the temple canton. So this is a part that is usually neglected by mods because it's the water. I like the fact that a number of cantons, instead of being divided into lower, upper, or whatever, like it's just one space. I like that. It does add a few things. The Mages Guild has been modified a little bit. It adds a bank, I think. It doesn't do all that much. Oh, the plaza are open. It doesn't show in the screenshots, but the plaza are open. So this one is a low FPS impact that, hey, gives us the open plaza, which I like. The dogs, a little bit of decoration, but nothing too crazy. Let me catch up with you guys. First, Nihilistic Poet, that, and understandable, Sim, you tried a lot. I am doing well, and I've been working on minimizing the errors in the log. It's always hunting the errors. It's fun. I'm pretty much waiting on Ashfall 1.1 and the associated blacklist. It unfortunately counts the smokable pipe as a heat source. Yes, I remember you were talking about that. Because it's actually a light item, isn't it? I love the smokable pipe. I use it in the bard mod. It counts as a light item, yes. I mean, Merlot has been making an awful lot of progress recently with Ashfall. Got a new surge of enthusiasm for it, which is great. That backpack, we've been waiting for it. So that's pretty cool. Let me catch up with you guys. Oh, hey, Merlord. Speak of the devil. I mean, speak of the ruler of the Morrowind Discord is what I meant. He really needs to put an update out, right? Right? This guy sucks. I'm so glad somebody says it, because I've been wanted to say it for so long, but I didn't dare. But now I feel, you enable me. Yeah. Honestly, like, sure, looking forward to any sort of progress, but for me, Ashfall has been playable ever since you put out the alpha. Never look back. And then added, or completing Ashfall with some of the necessities features. I'm happy with that until you take your time and do something more. But no pressure. Like I'm fine. I'm happy with Ashfall. I'd like that backpack soon, though. I would like that. The problem with modding Vivek is compatibility. Yes. This one, in terms of compatibility, don't put anything else that modifies Vivek, that's for sure. It does change the landscape a little bit, close to the foreign quarter. It's been moved a little bit, but the rest not tremendously. Not tremendously. But yes, like Vivek, you do one thing that modifies Vivek and that's it. The issue with the open plaza, for any mod that does that, because normally it's one cell called Vivek Plaza blah blah, now it's part of the Vivek cell. So if you have a mod like MCA that adds NPCs to the Vivek Plaza, well, these PCs will be added to the interior Vivek Plaza, but you're not going there. So if you have a mod that adds a quest there, it's not gonna work. Vanilla quest typically, I mean, a Trionist is not a beginner modder. I'm sure that NPCs, vanilla NPCs, have been moved to the exterior plaza so that you can do the vanilla quest. So I'm not worried for vanilla quest, but if you have modded quests that add people to the plaza, then yes, you're not gonna have them. Excited about the backpacks and the tent though. They'll be very important for screenshot on the Nexus page. You're already thinking about animated thumbnails, aren't you? Aren't you? Exactly. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, I don't know, like my Daedric intervention was the first one with the animated thumbnails and it didn't do much. I mean, I don't know. It's like, it's not like I'm looking at the numbers. But yes, they're very cool. Hello, Mikey. How is this challenge going for you? Do you mind explaining it? Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't mind. I definitely mind. Let me get back in the game. Now that I've linked the mod. So this is us. We are an Argonian. We started at the Dren Plantation. We had braces and everything. We couldn't walk out. We had to escape. Then we joined the Thieves Guild, House Lalu, and the Twin Lamps. Like we had to free a number of slaves before the Twin Lamp trusted us. Thank you, Prof. You'll have all the details there. Please remind me to do the Morrowind challenge once I've explained that, because I might forget. So we have been questing with the Thieves Guild, House Lalu, and the Twin Lamp simply because, well, the Twin Lamp is modded and we do things to free the slaves. That's fine. But the Thieves Guild, we are taking action against the Camonna Tong with them. With House Lalu, eventually we will do that. And we've been killing Camonna Tong people and freeing slaves, basically. The comment was left off the title this morning. Oh, true. True. It's fine. In my experience, people don't look at the title so much. Because I always put mod list, but there's always someone to type mods, for example, because it's, you know, it's also a regular command on many channels. So that's us. The rules for us, we did create a slave. We did make a custom class, but we were careful to not have two skills that don't really make sense for a slave. So that's the class we came up with. We are somewhat racist towards Dunmers in the way that if they have something we want, we taunt them and then we take it. We did it a Dunmer brain as well. Not sure how I feel about that. I didn't think we would take this road, but we did. I think I still have... Do I still have my grilled Dunmer eye? No, I must have eaten that too. Crunchy. Originally in the challenge it was like, okay, we just don't speak. Just don't speak to the Dunmers. But I don't trade with them. But for the Sill Strider, for example, we've been talking to Dunmers. I helped the slaves I came across. There's that. We were actively seeking them out. That's the only difference, really. Alright, Morrowind challenge. I'm still gonna go to the Miners Guild and see what they want from us, though. But after that we will OperatorJack. Easy, we're level 22. Like when I'm level 1 and you give me the OperatorJack challenge, I'm like, okay. But right now, not even afraid. And now I'm lost. I believe I'm going this way. No, I'm going the other way. Towards the temple. So that's our slave challenge. I identify strongly with my dark elf character. That's why I said that. So you're a decent Dunmer. Not too close to traditions. What sort of, because Dunmers, are you playing like an Ashlander? So against the Empire, against the great houses as well, to some extent, I would say. Or are you playing a member of a great house? Like what sort of Dunmer? Because there's a cool thing about a Dunmer. You can roleplay it. I need to go higher. You can roleplay it in so many different ways. Why not give Uncle Sheo a visit? Chokes many hermit. We care not for religion of any kind. It's not like choke one hermit, it's many of them. We are not a religious person. Probably, maybe we feel connected to the Hearst. I'm not sure about the pronunciation there. But I think we were born here on Vardenfell. We weren't born connected to any particular tree. So I don't think we ever had any sort of tree sap either. Oh. I see. Just give me a second. Every once in a while, I don't know why, the controls sort of reset to basic vanilla, and I like that. Thank you. Jokes all, well, not all of them. There was one guy who was like, hey, tell me about you. I was like, well, you could say I'm a hermit. He was a Dunmer. He told us to our face he's a hermit, so we choked him. I think we did try to go hand to hand to no hiccups. 30 plus hours of gameplay, and I still don't know enough about the game to feel some sort of allegiance to a faction but the Blades. That's completely fair, honestly. And please enjoy it, take your time, do the main quest, like really enjoy it. If it's your first, thank you, Merlord, for that. I'm working on it. I spend more time, hugging my cup than drinking from it, but yeah, that's fine. Like, not sure about cappuccino. Yes, you know what really works is when you drink upside down, so you don't drink from that side, but you sort of drink from this side with your chin in the water and you're, sort of bending over. That has never failed me. Drinking upside down has never failed me to remove the hiccups. It's just not very enjoyable, but then again, it's not the end of the world. I also like, but I'm not sure that always works because I haven't done that in a long time, is to take a lump of sugar and put some vinegar on it and eat that. I just like the, sweet and sour. But I'm not sure that always works. I need to have the hiccups more often and have my lump of sugar ready. Redoran. Why Redoran? Oh, are you reacting to Mikey? I'm saying Mikey. Is that how it's pronounced? It could be Mick. I'm not sure. So do tell me which way is better. But yeah, Mikey, if that's how it's said. Then you go with a. I'm cured. Thank you, Merlord. We should have tried that straight away. Then you play your character and you feel allegiance only to the Blades because it's the main quest and you're discovering it, and then you force yourself to ignore the blade, and that's the right way. And then say, I'm going to concentrate on this faction and this sort of characters. Like you decide you only want to deal with strong, believes in the muscle sort of faction and people. So you're going to skip any quest where they ask you to please go and talk and reason with that person or whatever. Like play the whatever time you want, and then don't worry about the other faction. Just discover it. All right. What sort of? No, not that. I might have to go. Glassworkers. Canal works. Crap. This one only has the glassworkers. I will miss them. I like the Morrowind Tongue too. The Morrowind Tongue is... I like the Morrowind Tongue as well. Because... Sure, they're assassins, but... They remind me... Here's the thing. They remind me more of samurais. Like, sure, they kill, but they have a code. They have a history. They have a tradition sort of thing. So, yeah. Whereas... the Dark Brotherhood, like the requirement is enjoy killing. Like whatever, like sure it's the Night Mother, but really you just need to enjoy killing. Innocent, not innocent, painful, not painful, just need to enjoy killing, right? They're not mere killers, yes. So they're more likable than the Dark Brotherhood, for example. So apparently it's not Saint Deline I need to go to, but Saint Orms, which is exactly the other way. I know my way in Vivek. It's not my first time. Been there so many times. Pretty good view. Ninjas. Yeah, okay, I mean... Fine, I won't argue over the ninja versus samurai. Samurais just strike me more as people with a code than ninjas. But then again, it's not like I've studied either particularly. So my vision of them might be slightly influenced by animes and manga. So, you know, that's... based on historical facts maybe, but definitely not a history lesson. The Night Mother is a pushover, but then again, when I raid Alt-Sotha, it helps pay some bills. The money's good. The money's good, and you're paid to do what you're good at. That's good too. Still waiting for someone to neon Vivek from the Young Scroll clip. I'm sure just put the request in somewhere. It might happen. Not pop culture ninja, but historically. And I don't know enough about history too. That's why I said my vision is probably not accurate at all. Tailors and dyers. Brewers and fishmongers. Come on.
You may speak.
Tanners and miners. I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking about Morrowind crafting. Sorry, my thoughts are all over the place this morning. Morrowind crafting in the version 2.0, the older one. I don't think they did anything with those guilds, those artisans guild, other than put a vendor or possibly a trainer there. I really hope that once 3.0 is out, either it will include more, like it's going to make use of those artisans guild, or simply modders are going to make use of it. Rotterdam, good morning. It's going fine. We haven't done much today. Been talking a lot, so I can't stop talking. But we are now going to the Miners Guild, see if we can convince them to side with us against slavery. There we go. But first, let's make him like us. Oh yeah, that intensive training. Oh, come on. Don't. We'll leave it there. That intensive training we did last week in Speechcraft. Yep. That's become quite a hot topic, hasn't it? I hear that farmers and laborers think the whole business is more trouble than it's worth. I'll tell you. A lot of miners resent having to work side by side with slaves. A matter of pride, you see. If you talk to them, I think they'd be open to your proposition, of course. That would take a lot of running around. Oh, goody. Sure, I'll run around. It would be a hard sell coming from an outlander like yourself, though. Former slave, too. Listen, I'll send old Drosy over there to travel around to the major mines and get their support. The guild will even pay for her travel expenses. Come back in a few days and I'll have your answer. That's it? That's it? I mean, the farmers, they made us go to every single farm. Couldn't the farmers have sent someone? In the end, I don't have to run around, guys. He's gonna send someone. Noel Dressy.
Why do you outlanders think you can bother?
Hey, Noel Dressy. How do you feel about having to run around the whole country? I guess it's up to me to travel around to the mines and rally them to our position. I'm not really worried about the mines, but it's going to be hell avoiding those cliff races. Alright. I got a feeling that Brother Juniper, who created the mod, after doing the whole farmers section, was like, oh boy, now the miners. Nah, I'll just send someone else to go and do it. Yes, people will actually do stuff. What do you know? We're not the only one being active. Never mind proactive, just active. Most people, they literally stand there and then take a couple of steps to sort of fill the void. Do we have Cliff Racer emote? Normally, I believe when you type Cliff or Racer, they automatically appear on the overlay, don't they? They do, right? That's how it should be. Like, I don't see the chat. We do have those also. Wasn't there another playthrough in which she collapsed unconscious at this point due to some sort of bug? I don't remember that. But I'm gonna leave the room very quickly because I don't want her to collapse. So if it's gonna bug out on me, not when I'm there. Yeah, they are the best guild. Super organized. Like, I wouldn't mind if it said, all right, we'll pay for some of her expenses, but she'll need a bodyguard to fight against those cliff racers. Give us the money to hire someone, or even go to the Fighters Guild and hire someone. Like, they could have given us a little bit to do. Right now, I feel cheap. I'm like, take my money and let me pack a lunch for her. Something. Escort her to the Silk Strider. Something. But okay. I won't do it. Reptiloid, long time no see. How is it going? Yes, something, okay? It doesn't have to be a grand gesture, but something to make me feel like I've done that quest, like I've earned it, right? Alright, so we have to come back in a few days, meaning we are free to pursue House Lalu and Thieves Guild. House Lalu, we're waiting for our stronghold to be built. So that's more waiting, which means Thieves Guild. What do we have? Thieves Guild, Phalanx, Ebony Staff, or Withershins. Oh, and we do have, yes, we do have another quest for the Twin Lamp. Maybe that's what we should do. It's going fine, Reptiloid. I can't complain. So far today I've made a cappuccino. I straightened my hair, which is so important. I thought you should know. Played Morrowind, talked about Morrowind. And even better, I'm not working after that. I don't have a single class in the afternoon, but I will be busy packing, so it's a different kind of work, but it's, you know, good. It's good. So all good. Here's my answer. All good. The Abibal Tel Branora. Okay, alright. Let's go to Tel Branora. We can do that. Might even take a boat. It's gonna be a little faster. Thank you, Static. I appreciate. Cappuccino, I know. I am a little torn though. And you're gonna think, oh, wow, I want your problems. I have other problems, but not that interesting. Even that is not interesting. I'm a little torn. I think I would like to have my coffee machine right here, next to my desk. Like there's a little shelf next to my desk. And before we moved here, it was right here next to me. I think I want to have my coffee machine right here next to me again. Yeah, problems, right? And now I'll be reasonable. I leave it in the kitchen, so if I want coffee, I'm gonna actually have to get up and leave my computer for a while, which is good. Tel Branora, Abibal, here we go. Hopefully we can grab a boat to there, or...
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in.
Jordan, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Shenny Nerd, welcome back. It's going fine, thank you. Monocrats, you have a stainless steel mug that holds half a pot of coffee. That way I don't have to make too many trips. But is it thermos? Because like me, I make a cup. And like I like to hold it, like I guess it must be quite visible. But I never finish my coffee while it's hot. It's always cold by the time I'm done. By the way, look at that, look at that! Slots fixed. Audel did it. All the way from Slovakia. He fixed it for us. So now if anybody gets a triple with the Azura Star, you get the jackpot and you get a slot token, meaning you can start the slots game yourself. That's right. Power to you. At 0.0001% that you have the power to... No, I'm not sure about the odds. It might be a little more than that. Hey, do the math. There are 6 different soul gems. There's 3 of them showing up at a time. What are the odds of getting a triple with a specific soul gem? Go. Who said that a Morrowind stream could not be intellectually challenging? Question. Do I travel on foot or do I go back here? I'm thinking that going back here to take a boat to there is not particularly faster than just traveling there. Let's be brave. By the way, why am I alone? What happened to Ozar? Did I abandon him somewhere? I guess. I mean, now that I'm level 20, I feel so powerful. The truth. Oh, let's run. I'm gonna try a thing. Whee! Oh, this was fun! That was so much fun. Have you ever done that, guys? No, what is attacking me? What is your problem? A naked dreamer fanatic. Yeah, you can keep your stuff. I don't want your 6th house stuff. Yep, you're a hermit. But I was hoping to... No. I was hoping to just catch the fish with my spear. It happens sometimes. I'm not sure what the calculation for success is. But yeah, Do you have any hopes and dreams for the Elder Scrolls 6? Many, many. What now? What now? Many, many, many. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm sorry guys, this looks bad. I was not paying attention. And even though I'm level 20, and I didn't want fatigue, but that's good. Even though I'm level 20, the enemies are still de-leveled, so some of them might be much higher level than me. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. I should have been a little more careful. But the jumping and sort of sliding down and then in the water, I like that. Oh, perfect. Okay. Let me catch up with you guys. I thought that the alpha on her clothes were messed up. No, she's just naked because she's a fanatic. Fanatics are naked in the game. Okay. What's more Argonian than jumping into a river and being attacked by a naked Domino shortly after? This is so on point, right? Perfect for role-playing. Like, you would not believe the time I have spent to set this up just right. To fit the narrative of my character. Elder Scrolls 6, yes, I am hopeful because why you know, be pessimistic over that. I'm at the same time I'm cautious. My greatest worry is that the whole modding scene might be very, very stifled because I don't think Bethesda is going to let us mod as freely as we want. That's it. Like Morrowind, it was almost like an afterthought. It was like, hey, let's just put the construction set with the game. Let them, you know, play around with that. I don't think they foresaw just how huge modding would become in terms of how it can expand the lifetime of a game almost 20 years later, and in terms of how it can keep the sales up. The game is still selling. So when that became very apparent, there's been a few attempts. Creator Club, and you know, Creator Club, it was like, oh crap, this modding thing is really important. There's lots and lots and lots to be made in terms of money, but also influence and blah blah blah. We should take that. We should do something with it. And so Creator Club was a thing, but it was almost like an afterthought. Now I think with the Elder Scrolls 6, they have the time to think of a way, to have a built-in way from the beginning for mods, so they'll have better control. Sure, it brings mods to console users, and yay for them, but I don't think we'll be able to mod the game as freely and for free. That's my greatest worry. And in that, I'm rather pessimistic. Then the game itself, I don't know if they, I hope they, I don't know, because the games that they make, like take Fallout 76, I haven't played it, so it's, you know, not first-hand account, but everyone, or a lot of people, were really very, 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 very disappointed with it. But then they made that game, and it can't be that they were like, hey, we have this idea of a game. We don't care what people think. You know, they do market research, is that the proper term? You know, but they do research with focus groups and that sort of thing. So either they ask questions to the wrong people, or the majority of people feel differently than we do, which is also possible. So I don't know, they're not going to produce a game that is really, really expected and that is nothing that people liked. So they can't ignore the criticism that were made for Fallout 76, Fallout 4, Skyrim. Like they must take whatever criticism, feedback they got into account, right? Like if I was Bethesda, as if Bethesda was a person, right? I would make bloody sure, for example, that all the memes about my game is crashy, there's bugs, it just works, like I would make bloody sure that this one doesn't, like sort of try and redeem the company, or at least, you know, clean up that reputation. which is not entirely unjustified, but you know. My greatest worry is that it will have less RPG mechanics and turn into mostly an action game. It's been slowly going in that direction since Oblivion. I agree also, again, mostly because I think that's what the current gamer society... That Cliffy thing didn't work. That's what the majority of gamers want, what they want to pay for. So, yeah. I feel a lot of people overhyped it in their mind because I feel like I got what I paid for. Oh, you're talking about Fallout 76. Honestly, overhyping is such an issue. I know personally that I totally had blown out expectations for Oblivion, and I know for sure in retrospect that I probably would have enjoyed the game more if I hadn't been expecting a Morrowind 2, but even better. Like I should have expected a different game, but not Morrowind, because then really disappointing. So I'm not expecting. I am hoping, in fact, you see, I'm not expecting a new Morrowind game. I've learned my lesson, but at the same time, I'm hoping it's not a Skyrim 2. I'm really hoping it's not, because when you go from Skyrim to Elder Scrolls Online, Kappa, thank you so much for the follow, Kappa votes. At the same time, when I first played Elder Scrolls Online, I was like, what? This is Skyrim, like the UI, this is Skyrim. It's Skyrim 3, possibly. So, like, I have accepted that every installment in the series is a different game, so I just hope that the next one is going to be a different game, like not repeat the mistakes of the previous one, but capitalize on the strong points of the previous ones. And now I've missed some of the chat. Give me a second. They will probably actually get a severe backlash if they paywall modding. Yes, but look, I mean, say what you want, but the Creators Club is paywalled. I mean, they have their own currency, whatever. So for us PC users, we still have access to mods on the Nexus. People are still free to post their mods. People still get it's not a construction set, it's the creation kit or something. CK. But you know, I think that will be implemented for PC gamers as well, and it's already a thing. Like, there's already a lot of people find it very convenient that they start their Skyrim, they go to mods, and they can choose and install mods right there, and that's it. They don't have to worry about anything. There are a lot of people who just want to play the game like that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still hopeful. I'm ready to love that game, but I'm also well aware that it's a company and they will do whatever will bring the most money, which is not necessarily what makes people or me happy. Yeah, I see that guy over there. Okay, let's do that again. Whee! Well, that was still fun. Here we have a dissident priest. Yeah, I like that. Who adds the dissident priest? Is that... Oh, it's from Starfire. Huh. Wow. I did not realize that the floating corpses of dissident priests were from Starfire's NPC edition. The more you know. Alright, let's see if we can handle this guy. You can't see the top of the game. What do you mean? Dev would love to do that, yeah. It's milking DLC, but then you don't even have to make your own DLC. It's brilliant, right? The top of the console window. You mean your game or my game? My view is cropped. Oh yes, a little bit. I see. That's because I shift it up a little bit because I have the tiny, what is it even called? It has a name. Thingy. And yes, it's part of the overlay, but it has a name, that line at the bottom, especially in the news, for example, where you have that, you know, the information that scrolls. Oh, because I see the console was there it is. How I knew? I'm magic. It's not the feed, no. I know it has a lower third. It's a lower third. Chiron. Okay, I think it's a lower third. I think. But hey, you're the native speaker, so I'll go with whatever you say. It's cool, yeah. From the NPC dialogue and stuff, the dissident bodies could have been in the vanilla. Yes, I really could have. Question is, can we take on that warrior? Hang on, what is that? There he is. I might be able to take on the warrior. I have no idea what their level is, but how can I still think this is my best chance at. We're watching you, scum. I believe the command for that is watch.
We're watching you, scum.
We do have to go poke Daedra. 6th house person is not good enough. We will find Daedra on the way to tell Branora. No! You're being attacked. Help. Are you kidding me? Oh crap, I thought I had the other guy. But no. I think I can do it. Like, if I poison my weapon, I should be fine. How can the Ordinator watch now? They can't see out of their helmets. I know. That was my plan all along. The banner at the bottom of the new screen that scrolls messages is called Chiron. Alright. Alright. And it said it's pronounced Chiron? Alright, let's try to do this well. Oh crap, this guy is already onto me. How? Poison enable. Let's have some poison. Let's please re-equip my weapon. And ooh, maybe this is a good time to try this power. I got that sucker. Okay, the other one, quick, while I'm still tense and transform. That's right. We did it. I did notice that when I reload the game, enemies detect me from a greater distance. Phew, this is valuable. I'm taking it. I killed this guy, fair and square. This is less valuable, quite valuable. You can keep your statue and your skirt. Thank you very much. No. No, I am not gonna die from a diseased Camonna forager. I refuse. Let's go heal ourselves maybe. Let's recover our stamina. D&D spell, yeah, because it's also in Baldur's Gate. I know it from Baldur's Gate, not from D&D proper. Chokes could use a summon or combat companion to soak up some of the hits intended for their injury armorless body. Yes. It would be, I mean, we normally have, you know, companions. I just misplaced them. Check out my rings. It was pretty apparent that when you load the save game, doesn't remember AI detected state and as such, they rescan again and may spot you or not spot you, whereas it was different when you saved, right? It happened quite a few times indeed. Alright, shortest route to Tel Branora, I believe, like that, and we should be, see, we will be going to Balfell, where we can poke a Daedra. There's something funny because that particular 6 house warrior, was it? The first time round, I basically managed to sneak up on it like all the way, and when I reload the game, even though he's miles away, he's already running towards me. Oh well. What is this anyway? What is this place? Door. Note. The barrack is undergoing repairs and is therefore closed until further notice. I see. It's a little Omani Manor. Omani Manor. Not our problem anymore. We've been going through farms and manors enough times. What were those characters? Can you tell me a little? Are they a random encounter, quest related, what mod staff I use NPC to? The ones that we saw right now, they are from you can, if you install MCA, I believe they are in MCA already, but I didn't want MCA, so it's 6 house. If you check in my mod list, you'll see it there. It's not Rebirth. It's by Neoptolemus, the author of MCA, and like before MCA was what it is, he had an undead creature pack, he had a 6 house creature pack. It is a dedicated 6 house mod, yes. Only adds creatures and their armor and stuff, which I really like. Because if I decide to be a 6 house person, then I have, you know, I got the stuff. Yeah, typical. I'm ready to fight a fish and there isn't a single one. What else is new? Alright, we're going to poke a Daedra. However, this is Balfell. Why were you there? I thought you were right outside Vivek. Yes, agreed. The placement for these creatures, they have been added to the level list, and it's not always very good. Like, you will see them even in places where you wouldn't expect to see them. If you take what is Dreamers Expanded, the mod by Aoimevelo. He made a mod with new Ashlanders and a mod with new Dreamers. And what he does, he has all those Dreamers, but they're only in the 6 house base or within the Red Mountain. So it's better in that way. But I wanted to have all kinds of things to fight. These are 6 out. That includes ash creatures and dreamers, and mostly dreamers with different weapons. Because most of the time, dreamers in vanilla game, they have a club, a piece of meat, and that's it, right? So this one is going. Make a search for 6 house on the modding history, You'll find it for sure. You know what? Hang on. Let me find that for you real quick. Modding history. 6 house. 6 house advanced. No, not 6 house. Not 6 house. Toughest 6 house. No. House Dagoth outfit. No. Great House Dagoth is not the one. Minions of House Dagoth. Here it is. That's the one. That's the one. So it adds all kinds of creatures, including some 6 house armor. I mean, you could have them roam around for some more reasons. I would see, like, if it was somewhat part or tied in with the main quest. So as the main quest progress, you see more and more of the 6 house presence in Vardenfell. Then it would work. The way it is, they're simply added to the level list. It wouldn't be too hard though to make it in such a way that they appear progressively, I think. Okay, first we're gonna kill a crab because that's easy. That's right. Cliff Racer, if you wanna... It doesn't wanna. You're empty. You're empty. Crap, I put my weapon away. Jump! Kill. There we go. Alright, let's look for a Daedra. I really should be sneaking. Really should be sneaking. I'm quite sure that minions of the 6th house have been added to MCA, and they may have been added in a more subtle way rather than just put them in all kinds of level lists. I'm not sure, I haven't looked at the mod, like in the construction set. Oh, come on, person. Go away with a trolley or something. Neberski. Welcome back. How's it going, Neb? Okay. I just want to poke a Daedra. I just need to, you know, be allowed in the place. It's like I went the wrong way. Do you want to fight me, Cliff Racer, or ways? There we go. There we go. I have an in. I'm hoping for, you know, a low-level Daedra, at least not a Dremora Lord, because these, the last time I tried to fight one, there was just no way. That's not a Daedra, that's a person. Nice going. I like your new hair. Thank you. Yeah, felt like it. That's the advantage of being a girl. You're okay to change your hair on a whim. Apparently that's what girls do. Cliff Racer pathing is so janky. I wonder how that got past testing. Who knows? That's not a good way to go. It's true that they have a rather large bound box, so they get stuck behind trees and stuff. I guess it's the whole flying that makes things trickier. Well, I was not expecting to see people everywhere. Like, not even a little Scamp, Atronak, something. And there I am, you know, sneaking all around, trying to surprise a Daedra, and finding none.
You Argonians aren't worth the trouble. Be gone.
Is that a Neverwinter Night symbol? Nev, you can tell me. That's certainly the first thing I think of. It is, right? Okay, I mean, fine. So, seriously, where is the entrance to this place? Because there's no one out.